Our time in Malaysia starts with a 3-hour flight to Kuala Lumpur. We then ordered a grab, met our lovely taxi driver and arrived at our accommodation. Waking up, we decided to check out the facilities of the place that we're staying. And it's the coolest place we've stayed so far. Not only does it look over the second tallest building in the world, the Merdeka 118, but it also has every single facility that you could possibly imagine. After a quick session in the gym, we head out to go on a walk through the local jungles. Getting back from our walk, we head out to explore a famous shopping centre. This shopping centre was huge and even had its own theme park inside. So random, but so cool. Leaving the shopping mall, we walked to the iconic Petronas Twin Towers, where we enjoyed the nightly water show. Arriving back at our accommodation, we headed up to the roof to admire the city lights.
Spending the morning in the gym and by the pool. We then headed on a sightseeing day to explore the city, starting off with a walk around the botanical gardens. Saw Malaysia's tallest flagpole and stopped for a nice cold drink. Our next stop was the Central Market, which was a lot more organised than what we're used to. So we made a couple of purchases and then made our way to Petaling Street. another market where we tried some yummy food. We start today with another jungle walk. A few minutes in, we saw monkeys swinging through the trees, and, not wanting to be robbed again, we armed ourselves with sticks. But they became the least of my worries as we stumbled across these mountains of millipedes.
Oh my god! I'm going around this way.
Moving on from the millipedes, it was a short walk to the top, and then we made our way back down.
On the way down?
Yeah.
Feeling pretty hungry after our walk, we freshened up and then headed for our first Nandos in over 6 months. And Nandos had never tasted so good. Then we did a bit of shopping and had a quick explore of the city before heading back.
Today, we head to Sunway Lagoon, a massive water park and zoo in the middle of the city. Seeing every single animal that the zoo had to offer, we got changed and headed to the water park section. Finishing the first part of the water park, we headed for some much needed food. Then, off to try out more water slides. And with that, a storm came in, so we grabbed our stuff and headed back to our apartment. Today, we leave Kuala Lumpur and head on a 10-hour bus to Singapore. Arriving at the very chaotic and busy bus station, we grab our tickets and wait for our bus. Settling into our bus and now on the way to Singapore, we realised quite how much of a luxury the Vietnamese sleeper buses were. Leaving Malaysia, we head through customs and into no man's land. We then arrive at the Singapore border and head through their very modern security system. Before long, we're in Singapore and ordering a grab to our accommodation, which is one of the cheapest ones we could find, but still over 70 quid a night.
With only one day to explore the very expensive Singapore, we got up and out nice and early. Our first stop, some local food in a hawker centre. Then, this massive shopping centre with a river down the middle. On our way out of the shopping centre, we walked through Marina Bay Sands. Where we definitely won't be staying for over £1,000 a night. As we wandered round more of the city, we saw the F1 track being built for the race in a week's time. And it seemed to be National Picnic Day, as everywhere we went there was people eating on the floor. Making our way through the picnickers, we arrived at the Mine Cafe, where for a small price we got unlimited games, food and drinks for 2 hours. And of course, I thrashed Tom at Monopoly. Then we had a quick game of Scrabble and our time was up. So off we went to explore some more. And we got to watch a couple get married. We ended our day of exploring in the gardens by the bay for a light show. With very tired feet, we started our walk back to our hotel. Spotting a fountain show on the way. Today we're flying to Kota Kinabalu from the very famous Singapore airport. Dropping our bags off in our terminal, we got a bus to the Jewel. But unfortunately, we were a bit too early and a lot of the main features weren't open yet. So we got a bus back to our terminal, where we got through immigration, grabbed some food and headed to our gate. Not having to wait long, we boarded our 3-hour flight to Kota Kinabalu. Arriving safe and sound, we picked up our bags and got a taxi to our accommodation. Where we checked in, went for a gym session, and then headed to a nearby shopping mall. Where we found a cinema showing all the new English movies. And to our surprise, we got our tickets, popcorn and drinks for under a tenner.
Today, we head to the Promenade for a beachside walk, where it's evident how hard the coast was hit from our recent storm. Walking past the ferry port, we decided to book a boat trip for tomorrow. With our tickets in hand, we then head back to our hotel for a gym session, then out again for dinner and to visit the local market. Today, we head on a 3-island boat trip. Getting our mango smoothies for the journey, we find our boat amongst the chaos and jump aboard. The first island was beautiful, but trying to leave it to go to the second was such a headache. Finally finding the right boat, we made our way to the next island. Settling down on the beach of this tropical paradise, I built us a dam to protect us from the incoming tide, and we just sat back and watched the world go by. Missing our boat because of the chaos on the pier, we had to wait for the next boat, so we got some food to pass the time. Just about squeezing onto the next boat, we headed to the last island of the day. Now ready to leave, we headed back to the chaotic pier for a boat to the mainland. Now back in Kota Kinabalu, we headed to the hotel, freshened up and then did our laundry for the week.
We spent our last day in Malaysia on a walk through the jungle, did a bit of plane spotting, and ended the day with a Nandos and another £10 cinema trip. This evening, we're flying to Bali in Indonesia. With a bit of time to kill before our flight, we headed for our last Nandos and then to the airport. Getting through security and customs, we make our way to the gate. Board our flight and wave goodbye to Malaysia.